the national special security event with the 2025 presidential inauguration. What I will say is that there are no law enforcement agencies that are more unified than those trusted with securing the presidential inauguration.
According to the U.S. national security agencies, warnings loom that President-elect Donald Trump's swearing in will be an attractive potential target for ferocious extremists. Washington, D.C. is ready for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th, with 25,000 federal police officers and military personnel, 30 miles of tall black temporary fencing, and security checkpoints set up to handle hundreds of thousands of attendees. Moreover, Matt McCool, special agent in charge for the Secret Service's Washington field office, will be on site on the day, according to Monday's press conference. The weekend will include gatherings by Republican Trump supporters and protests by his opponents, followed by the swearing-in ritual on the steps of the U.S. Capitol Hill on Monday and the parade to the White House. The inauguration comes after a campaign that saw 2 assassination attempts on Trump's life, including one in which a would-be assassin shot him in the ear, and 2 attacks on ordinary U.S. people on New Year's Day. In one, a U.S. Army veteran crashed a truck into a group of New Year's Eve revelers in New Orleans, killing 14 people and injuring dozens more. On the same day, a U.S. Army active-duty soldier killed himself by setting off a Tesla Cybertruck outside a Trump-branded hotel in Las Vegas. Matt McCool stated during a news briefing, "We're in a higher-threat environment." The inauguration itself, when President-elect formally takes the oath of office with congressional members, the U.S. Supreme Court, his incoming government and many of the others looking on, will take place on the Capitol steps, facing the Washington Monument. Thomas Manger, the chief of police at the U.S. Capitol, stated during the security briefing that threat of the lone actor remains the biggest justification for Americans being at this heightened state of alert throughout the next week. Police around the country were alerted by the FBI and Department of Homeland Security on Monday to the possibility of retaliatory assaults like to the one that occurred in New Orleans. A sizable portion of downtown Washington, which stretches around 2 miles from the White House to the Capitol, will be off-limits to cars. Concrete barriers, garbage trucks, and other huge objects will be used to block entry points. According to officials, the 30-mile stretch of unclimbable 7-foot-high black fencing will be the longest ever built in Washington. Security will be strengthened by some 7,800 National Guard members and 4,000 cops from different police forces across the nation. As of last week, Destination DC, Washington's official tourist group, published data from Smith Travel Research that showed about 70% of the city's 34,500 hotel rooms were reserved for the night of the inauguration and the night before. Approximately 95% of hotels were occupied for Trump's inaugural in 2017, and 78% for the second inauguration of former President Barack Obama in 2013.